Quick recap. Sharp Sell and Scale was my first and the signature event that we're going to be doing as of now. I'm incredibly grateful that I had this event for 3 reasons. 1, I did something scary and I played big. 2, I shared something that I've never shared before in my life at this event. And 3, the women that's joined my Empire community, you know when something just finally lands and something just makes sense and you look back to all the learnings, challenges, hardships, failures, it has all come for this very moment, and I'm so happy. I then traveled with my best friends, Jessie and Lara, to America. The most amazing thing after going from a high of doing an event and having such a big year of growing it, there is such an amazing element to what happens when you go traveling and you reset yourself and you switch off from work. And I want to get to share with you guys, today's going to be a real key theme on how to travel and make money. Hello, my queens! We are back. Da, 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 da. Keys to the Queendom podcast. I'm your host, Tamara Meyer, and I have been so excited to speak to you guys. And I want to also just say thank you. Thank you for all your love and support. We are nearly at the 100th episode, and wow, there's a lot to catch up on. So brace yourself. This is going to be a learning podcast. It's going to be a quick little catch up, and I'm going to give you guys some real key points on what we're going to be diving into today. But first things first, wow, month of March was our biggest month to date. We closed $94,000 revenue for the month of March. I just want to say that again, $94,000. We're nearly at the 6 figures a month mark. And I say that with conviction, and I'm so proud of myself, but I couldn't have gotten to where I am now if it wasn't for my partner, my team, my family, my friends, and my mentors, and also myself. So I'm really excited and very grateful. Quick recap. Sharp Sell and Scale was my first and the signature event that we're going to be doing as of now. We had our first event in March, and I'm incredibly grateful that I had this event for 3 reasons. 1, I did something fucking scary and I played big. 2, I shared something that I've never shared before in my life at this event. And 3, the women that came on the day, the women that spoke, the women that joined my Empire community, you know when something just finally lands and something just makes sense and you look back to all the learnings, challenges, hardships, failures, it has all come for this very moment, and I'm so happy. And I want to talk about that because a lot of you beautiful listeners are in the phase of transition, growth, expansion, right? And sometimes there's going to be moments where you're like, what am I doing this for? Is this the right thing? And I can tell you now, this is the event that I've done for the first time in my life where I wrote everything of my own. I created it. I built it. We created all the automation systems, and it feels so fucking good when it lands and the message is so clear. I then traveled with my best friends, Jessie and Lara, to America, which I'm going to talk about a little bit more about that. The most amazing thing after going from a high of doing an event and having such a big year of growing it, there is such an amazing element to what happens when you go traveling and you reset yourself and you switch off from work. Now, this might be hard for you guys to hear because a lot of us are here to build an empire, and maybe you're at the phase now where you're doing all the things, you're wearing all the hats, and I want to honor those who are, and I want to get to share with you guys. Today's going to be a real key theme on how to travel and make money. How to travel around the world with your best friends and make money at the same time where you don't have to be doing all the work. And a lot of you guys are probably like, yeah, right, I think I'm going to always be a president of my business. Queen, I'm here to share with you that is not the case. You will need to earn your stripes though. That is something I definitely recommend you taking ownership on. An entrepreneur isn't a one-day thing. An entrepreneur is not an overnight success. You don't just wake up and boom, you're a millionaire. So just know that we hit our best month, $94,000. We're nearly at the 6 figures a month. Do you think it happened overnight? Absolutely not. But I'm telling you now, what I can tell you is the compounding effect of an entrepreneur. And you're going to learn about that today. But I'm going to give you guys also the key thing on how you can earn while exploring, how you can earn while you're traveling with your best friends and building an empire.
Queen, how often have you said, I spent my whole life studying, I've been to school my whole life, and I've actually learned nothing that teaches me the tools and strategies to build a successful business in the outside world. You've probably spent thousands of dollars on courses, or you've heard fake news from business gurus. Well, I'm here to give this incredible news to everyone here right now that this is Queen Stream University. Get out of debt and actually start making money in the online space, knowing and having the foundations to build a successful business. Now, I'm talking because I have gone through the trenches. I have been a fitness coach, built my online business as a pro athlete, and now I am a business coach. You'll go from having absolutely no idea what your business is through, in the 8 weeks, learn the foundations of knowing what your purpose is, your vision and mission, and also understanding your business values with the execution to know what that business is. You'll also learn branding, social media, content strategy, marketing, and more importantly, how to sell. With Queenstream University, it'll cut out the bullshit and remove all the fluff and get you working specifically on your business so you can execute this in 8 weeks to get ready to launch. I wanted you to have something where you get to access something straight away, where you get to fast track your growth, as well as remove any doubt, any overwhelming sensation or stress, or the question that everyone seems to ask, where do I begin? With Queenstream University, you'll be able to build wealth, freedom, and at the end of the day, be an entrepreneur and be able to say, I have finally built my own thing, my own business. And I've stopped making money for someone else, and I'm now making money for my own empire. Queenstream University.
Let's look at the problem, though, that a lot of us are facing when it comes to building an empire and traveling with your best friends. One, you're wearing all the hats, so you're probably still navigating through a lot of your own thing. Two, you're probably not someone that likes to, oh, there's some bubbles happening there. You're someone that likes to have control of everything, which is a big thing of building an empire that we have to learn to let go of. And third, you're scared to travel because you're afraid that you're going to lose your clients in the interim. Who can relate? Well, throughout this podcast, you're going to learn some key points of this and how you can start allowing yourself to have more time for yourself, freedom and meaning, travel with your best friends, and come back and still have clients there. So let's get into it. So the first key point I want you to know and think about is ask the question this: why is it important for you to have freedom? Why is it important for you to build an empire? And think about your values around this. One big thing that I want you to also know, a value of mine that I love, is freedom. And for a really long time, when I went from personal trainer, gym floor, into online space, I was writing programs. I was, building my numbers in clienteles, and it was all well and good. But what I wasn't living in my values was I wasn't living in my freedom. I was always in front of the computer. I wasn't traveling. I was constantly replying to clients. I didn't switch off. And it made me realize how much freedom is really important for me. Hearing this and maybe reflecting on your own life right now, what do you see a common denominator here? Are you always available for your clients? Are you building numbers? And are you doing all of the things on your own? Because your first piece when building an empire, being able to travel and still make money, is I want you to make a signature program. This is the program you are known for. This is the program where you can charge top dollar, high ticket, so that you can build that cash injection fast. How do you do this? Start to really create all the things you love to teach. So what I love to do with my clients when they begin with me in Queendom is to identify what your signature program is. You really want to find out what you don't want to teach first. And then what you want to do is list everything that you teach from qualification standpoint, from the how-tos, the steps-by-steps, the themes, the components, all of the things, right? And then I want you to look at all the things you really love in that program, the juicy stuff, and circle them, go through them all and pick the ones that you're known for. You'll start to see some themes here, and you'll start to see a common pattern. And then I want you to look at the time frame of the signature program. A big thing we've done in Queendom, obviously, as well as Empire, which I'll talk about in a second, Queendom Mastermind is working with me for a year. Now, you're probably wondering, why do people want to work with you for a year? Two reasons, right? Number one is they see the benefit of being with me for a year, because building an empire in the multi six figures as well as seven takes time. And I'm not here to say it's a quick fix with me, but you go through phases of your business, which means when you go through phase one of hitting a certain amount of revenue, you then need to focus on what the next phase is to then outsource, which then also brings me to the third and fourth phase, which we focus on networking, brand authenticity, and scaling. However, when you work with me in Queendom, the first thing we focus on is cash injections, right? So the most amazing benefit of having a signature program for at least 6 months to a year long is you know exactly how much money you're making if you've split the payments up into upfront, weekly, or monthly. So one thing I want you now to look at is, what is your signature program? How long do you want it to be for? And look at the components with it. That's your first step to building an empire, earning money, and while you're traveling too. The second key point to this, listen here, this is really important, is hitting your first $10,000 a month in the online space in 30 days. By the way, we are teaching this in May if you haven't been able to hit this yet. My rule of thumb is, if you haven't hit $10,000 yet, that's when you do everything on your own. When you hit $10,000, that's when you can start looking at where you can outsource to have someone work for you. This is honestly the game changer in being able to start traveling and making money, is having someone that you can hire to do the work you don't want to do. And you do this when you hit $10,000. Where coaches, business owners go wrong is that they need to have the control of everything. They don't trust anyone, therefore they do all the work. You're wondering why you're not able to travel and have fun and freedom. So when you hit $10,000, this is what you're going to do. You're going to come see me to work with me in Empire or Queendom. And number two, you're going to hire your first admin person, which we help you with. The third thing, which leads me into exactly what I'm going to talk about, is outsourcing.
Hey, beautiful kings and queens, are you right now in a space where you're ready to take action and build your business, yet you struggle where to begin? You're feeling stuck and overwhelmed with all the things you need to do when it comes to building a business. Build the business of your dreams in the online space and be in the arena of all the incredible, great humans out there that are building 7 to 8 figure businesses. Now, the foundations that I truly believe in that you are going to learn through this membership is sales, marketing, content creation, social media, money mindset, and of course, branding. Now, all of this will be accessible for you to be learning what is currently hot right now in the market and how you can create your own business and build a successful business in the online space. All you have to do right now is DM Empire in my Instagram or email myself and my team, and we will get the ball rolling so you can have your empire and start making moves in the online space.
Outsourcing. Because key number one was building a signature program. Key number two was hitting your first $10,000 in 30 days. Key number three is outsourcing the tasks you no longer want to do anymore. I remember in the fitness space, I did this quite early, as well as in the life coaching space too, because one, I hate admin. Two, I don't want people to come to me for wanting, I don't want people to talk to me when it comes to dealing with payments. I'm not a accountant. I'm your mentor. Therefore, I'm only going to work with you and talk to you about the things I'm here to make you more money. When you have someone there that does all that work for you, you reach a certain level of professionalism, authority, and also your clients are going to see you in a different way. Yeah. What this allows you to do too, so that you can start traveling more and making money, gives you more free time to be doing the things you fucking love, which better be sales and marketing and making content. Yeah. And if that's still something you want to work on, this is where you work with us too. The fourth thing when it comes to building your empire so you can travel is automate to elevate. You want to start automating absolutely everything. If you notice you are constantly repeating yourself, that is something you can make a training of. Automate, create systems and build things, and also have someone do that work for you. If you're sending the same email, the same schedule, the same content, yes, if you are personalized, it's very different, but that can still be automated to this day, right? Everything can be automated. So I want you now to look at all the things that you're doing that's on repeat, that is repetitive, and you're repeating yourself constantly to new people. How can you automate that? Because what that's going to do, again, is free up time for you and make you more exclusive so that when your clients do have a call with you, they are there for you one-on-one, and you're only teaching them new things and supporting them and keeping them accountable for their goals. If you're repeating yourself, there is something that's happening right now in this space of your coaching business or your online business. You're doing everything for them and you're not allowing them to step into their power to do the stuff themselves. So, fourth key point, automate to elevate. Number 5, this is important, is actually working with AI and not against it. I can tell you now, AI is the next thing, and if you're not on top of this, you're going to be left behind. This is not going to take away from your brand voice. This is not going to take away from your clients not feeling like they're connected with you. That is a load of shit. And if anyone said to you that you're going to lose your brand identity base because AI is taking over, that is not the case. You want to be moving and adapting with the world that's happening right now and utilizing AI to prompt you, to help you, and to support your growth. AI is pretty much used throughout my whole company, right? You are exclusive to your clients that you're working with one-on-one, right? And AI is going to only elevate you more and give you more free time so you can be traveling with your best friends so that you can be making money. We have a AI cheat sheet. We've created one, and we would love for you guys to have access to this. And if you are wanting to learn more about this, we're going to put this in this description box. It's for free. We teach you how to train your ChatGPT as your own brand voice. And last but not least, I want you to build a brand to scale. There is no such thing as a saturated market. That is just an excuse for people not to take a leap of faith and building their own thing. But how you can set yourself apart is building your brand. And this is what we teach at my Show Up, Sell, and Scale. And if this episode hasn't been juicy enough and you're sitting on the fence and you go, how can I be part of Tam's world? Here are 3 ways you can be. 1, join my live event happening in Sydney on the 6th of July. Number 2, see if you qualify for Queendom Mastermind. If you're hitting over 10K months, that's when you can join Queendom. And number 3, if you're not making $10,000 and you want to start a business and you want to hit that 10K, Empire is for you. This episode has been so amazing, Queen. Thank you so much for listening, and I can't wait to be back more every week with you guys, giving you insight, guest speakers, advice, tips on how you can build your empire and have the keys to your queendom. I started to realize there were all these identities I had in myself. And when I was dabbling in the life coaching space for me, I started to understand that really what my pain, the thing that I kept hiding, the thing that I kept suppressing, the thing that I was ashamed to talk about was my purpose to share, was my purpose to help you guys. Everyone in this room today is here because you see something in me that you see in yourself. That's it, right? So if you can really bring that into your heart and you think about your ideal clients, if you were to show more of those parts, wouldn't you attract more people that you want to work with?
Inspiring. She brings so much knowledge and resource and information, but also fosters a beautiful, atmosphere of connection.
I felt like I was in a room with some really powerful women.
My favourite mic drop moment was creating impact, showing up so that we can reach as many people as we can.
My key takeaway was having the confidence to just show up.
I wouldn't be where I am today without her and without her knowledge and guidance, and she's made me really believe in myself.
My key takeaway from this is that you should dream big and that you are capable of it, and with the right tools and the right help, you can achieve whatever you want.
I love you.